So good morning everyone. So we are starting our seventh problem. So what is seventh one? 7 pillars are used to hold a slant iron girder as shown in the figure. So if the distance between each pillar is 1 meter, every pillar distance between each pillar is how much? 1 meter. And height of the last pillar is 10.5 meters. What is the height of last pillar? That is 10.5 meters. So find the height of a pillar. So we have to find the height of each pillar here. So what you will write first? The height of the first pillar. So first you draw the diagram here. How many pillars are there? 7 are there. So distance between each pillar is how much? 1 meter. Distance between every pillar is 1 meter and the height of last pillar is 10.5 meters. Okay, so what we have to find? We have to find the height of each pillar here. So first, the height of first pillar. The height of first pillar. We are finding the height of first pillar here. So how to find the height of first pillar? I am taking it as H1. I am finding for first pillar and total how many pillars are there? 7 pillars are there. Into what is the last pillar height? That is 10.5. Now you divide this, you cancel this. So 1 by 7 into 10.5 you can write in the form of 105 by 10. Is it right? So after point you are having only one number. So in denominator I am taking only 1 0. Okay. So now we can cancel in 7 table. I am using 7 table here. 7 ones are 7 ones are 7. 3 will be remaining. 7 fives are 35. So you got it as, and here it will be, you got it as 15 by 10. So in denominator you are having 1 0. So after one digit you have to keep a point. So that will be 1.5 meters. The height of this pillar is how much? 1.5 meters. In the same way we are going to find the second pillar also. The height of second pillar is what? I am taking it as H2. So we are finding for second. So 2 by total number of pillars are 7. And what is the height of last pillar? That is 10.5. Again you cancel here. 7 ones are 7. 1.5 are. That is 10.5. Okay, now you multiply these two. H2 is equals to 2 5s are 10. 2 ones are 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So you got it as 3.0 meters. So in the same way you have to find all the 6 pillars. Already we got this as 3 meters. Now you find second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay, sixth pillars. You find all the remaining 4 pillar values. Okay. So next one I am starting 8th one. You remaining all you try it as homework. Next one is standing at 5 meters apart from a vertical pole of height 3 meters. Sudha observed a building at the back of a pillar. The tip of the pillar is in the line with the top of building. If the distance between the pillar and building is 10 meters, estimate the height of a building. So what is standing at 5 meters apart? So from here it is 5 meters and from a vertical pole of height 3 meters. Here one vertical pole is there. So that is the height of 3 meters. And Sudha observed a building at the back of a pillar. Back of the pillar she has observed. At the tip of a pillar is in a line with the top of building. If the distance between pillar and building from here to here, suppose here building is there. Distance between from here to here is how much? 10 meters. And estimate the height of a building. So you have to find this height of a building. This is called as building. Okay. Now this total will be how much? 5 plus 10 will be 15 meters. Now we have to find this the height of a building. So I am taking this as A, O, B, C, D. So here these two are similar, this figure and this figure. So these two figures are similar to each other. This is a small triangle and this is a big triangle. So they are having same shape, but it is having a different size. So these two are similar to each other. So you can write here triangle OAB is similar to triangle OCD, because shape is same, size is different. So now the corresponding sides of similar triangle are in same proportion. So these are in same proportion. So if they are in same proportion, how you will take? That is OA by OC is equals to AB by CD. Already in before while explaining this corresponding side similarity, I have told you about this. Okay, so OA by OC is equals to AB by CD. So what is OA? OA is 5 meters. And what is OC? Distance from here to here, that will be 15, is equals to AB. What is AB value? 3. And CD we don't know, so I am taking it as H because we are finding the height there. Okay, so next is, so here you do cancellation, 5 ones are, 5 threes are. So how much you got? 1 by 3 is equals to 3 by H. Now you do cross multiplication here. So that will be H into 1 will be H. 3 threes are 9. So what is the height of a building? Height of a building is 9 meters. So this building's height is 9 meters. Therefore, height of building is how much? 9 meters. So this is our 8th question. Next, draw a quadrilateral of any measurement. You have to draw one any quadrilateral. What do you mean by quadrilateral? It will be having 4 line segments and it is a closed figure. Construct a dilation of scale factor 3. So dilation, already I told you about dilation. Dilation means reduced or increased figure for given figure. Okay, the any figure can be decreased or it can be increased. So that is called as dilation. Here you have to increase the figure for the factor 3. So measure their corresponding sides and verify whether they are similar. So you have to do this on your paper. Okay, and on a graph paper you have to do. So complete this one. Next is about symmetry. So already you know about symmetry. So in that, how many different types of symmetries are there? You are having line symmetry. Next is point symmetry and rotational symmetry. So already you know about this line symmetry. So what do you mean by line symmetry? Any symmetrical figure which divides into half, which can be divided into half, we will call it as line symmetry. So you can take here rectangle. Okay, so if you fold this into equal half, you will get this line. So you can fold it into two equal halves. In the same way, you can draw a line in this way also. So how many line symmetries are there for this rectangle? 2 line symmetries are there. Okay, so you can fold in this way or you can fold in this way. So how many line symmetries are there? 2 line symmetries are there for this rectangle. So you can take the square value also. Square figure. So how many symmetrical lines will be there for this? Total 4. In this way you can cut. In this way and this way. So how many line symmetries are there total? 4 line symmetries are there for this square. Okay, So there are 4 line symmetries for this square. So what do you mean by line symmetry? Line symmetry which cuts exactly into 2 equal halves, we will call it as line symmetry. So they have given some figures here. Butterfly. So you can cut this in this order. 2 equal halves. And B, you can cut it like this. So 2 equal halves. So these two are in line symmetry. The same way this rectangle is also in line symmetry and the square is also a line symmetry. So like this you are having so many figures which are having line of symmetries. Okay. So next is rotational symmetry. So what do you mean by rotational symmetry? Rotational symmetry means if you take the center, how many times you will rotate? If you are rotating to 360 degrees. So how many times if you rotate, again the figure should be in same order. Suppose pouch. దాంట్లో ఉందది. So if you take this pouch, what is the center point? This is the center point. Okay, so first I have taken the pouch in this order. I want to rotate this pouch to 360 degrees. So I want to rotate this pouch to 360 degrees. So I am taking the point here. Okay, so this is the center of rotation. I am rotating. Now the pouch is in this order. Again, for which rotation, again you will get the same figure we have to check. So I am rotating in this order now. So now this figure and this what you have taken the first figure, they are not same. Okay, now again I am rotating this one. So for this 180 degrees, after rotating 180 degrees, you got again the same figure. Okay, so now again, this is not a rotational symmetry. Again this figure and this figure are not coinciding. Again this is last 360 degrees. Again, so again it has came to its original position. So how many times it came to original position? Only 2 times it came to original position. That is near 180 degrees and 360 degrees. So this rectangle shape, this pouch is having how many rotational symmetries? It is having only 2 rotational symmetries near 180 degrees and 360 degrees. So this is called as rotational symmetry. So you can take it as rectangle already you have taken. So you take it as triangle or square also you can take. So square is having how many rotational symmetries? This is point of center, and if you rotate this in square, all sides will be equal. All sides will be equal. So if you rotate this square in all the positions, it will look like a square itself. So it will be coincided with that figure. So how many rotational symmetries are there? Total 4 rotational symmetries are there for this. So for this square, you are having total 4 rotational symmetries because in square all sides will be equal and all angles will be equal. So if you rotate with this point of center, always it will be in the form of square only. This square, this figure and the rotated figure will be coincided with each other. So this is called as rotational symmetry. And this 4 we will call it as order of rotation. What we call this as? Order of rotation. For this, how many times you got? 2 times you got. So what is the order of rotation for this rectangle? That is 2. So order of rotation is how many times it is coming to its original position. We will call it as order of rotation. Next is point symmetry. So what is the next one? Point symmetry. So what do you mean by point symmetry? The figure looks like same either if you see from upside or from downside. So if you observe from up or down, the figure will be same. So I am taking one alphabet here, H. So I am taking the alphabet as H. So if you observe from upwards, it will look like H only, and also if you observe from down, it will also be look like H only. So this H we can call it as point symmetry. So in the same way you can take the X. Okay, so here also if you observe from up and down, it will be looking like same. So this is also in the form of point symmetry. So you can take it as O also. Okay, so if you observe from up and down, again it will be in the same figure. So this is also a point symmetry. So like this you are having so many symmetrical figures, point symmetrical figures. So what do you mean by point symmetry? A figure looks like the same either if you see from upward or from downwards, that is from any opposite direction. If you see from any opposite direction also, it will look like same. So that type of figures we will call it as point of symmetries. Next is exercise 8.2. So see here, you can do this by yourself. You can do by yourself. Cut the bold letters English alphabets and paste it in your notebook. Draw possible number of line of symmetries for each of the letter. So you have to use the English alphabets here. So first one, how many letters have no linear symmetry? No linear symmetry means it will not have any symmetrical line. So that figures you have to cut and paste in classwork. Next, how many letters have one line of symmetry? In English alphabets, how many letters are having only one line of symmetry? You have to check and you have to paste in classwork. Suppose I am taking it as A. For this A, you are having only one line of symmetry. So this one you have to cut and paste in your classwork. Next, how many letters have two line of symmetries? Now for how many letters you are seeing two line of symmetries, you have to see. So you can take it as, which alphabet you can take? H you can take. So it is having two line of symmetry. In this order you can cut, and in this order also you can cut. Okay, so this H is a two line symmetrical alphabet. Next is, how many letters have more than two line of symmetries? More than two, that means it will be three line of symmetries. Okay, 3 or 4 or 5. For how many alphabets you are getting more than two line of symmetries, you have to check and paste in classwork. Next, which of them have point symmetry? Sorry, fifth one, which of them have rotational symmetry? For which figures, for which alphabets are having rotational symmetry, you have to check and paste it in your classwork. And last one, which of them have point symmetry? And how many letters are having the point symmetry also you have to check and paste in classwork. Next is second bit, draw lines of symmetry for the following figure. Identify which of them have point symmetry. Is there any implication between line of symmetry and point symmetry? So they have given some figures. So you have to check which is having point symmetry here and line symmetry. Okay, and what is the difference between them also you have to check and do it in classwork. Next is third one, name some natural objects with faces which have at least one line of symmetry. Natural figures you have to pick out. Okay, and it should have at least one line of symmetry. Okay, some means you can write 4 or 5 names there. Next, draw 3 tessellations and name the basic shapes used on your tessellations. Tessellation is nothing but these. So you will be seeing on tiles in your house. Okay, so on tiles you will be seeing so many different type of symmetrical figures. So you have to draw them and name the basic shapes. What shapes you are seeing in that, you have to name in that. Instead of drawing, you can paste the figures also. Okay, so this is about here exploring geometrical ideas. So with this, our chapter is completed. In next class, we will meet with new chapter. Thank you.